Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. So I want to share with you one of my most favorite questions that I use with all my coaching clients, with myself, with my son, with just about anybody. I probably ask this question of myself, I don't know, probably a good legitimately 50 times a day because it's just such a powerful question. And you're probably going to be shocked by it because it's very introspective, but the question is, what else could this mean? And the power of this question was taught to me many, many years ago by a shaman, actually, in Hawaii. And we were at a Tony Robbins event. We were sitting outside having a conversation, and we were talking about the power of questions and all the different things that they could mean and all the different questions that people ask themselves. And I asked him, what is your favorite question? And he said, what else could this mean? And I said, wow, that's a really great question. He said, isn't it? It's one of my favorite questions ever, and if not my most favorite. And, you know, when I started to pay attention to that in my own life, it really became a force, if you will, because when you ask that question for anything, you start to expand your horizons. You start to expand what you know. So you hear all that gaggling going on in the background. It sounds like the chickens are all upset, right? It sounds like they're angry about something. It sounds like they're being attacked. It could mean a lot of things to different people. But when I first got them out here and they were into their, big coop, and they would start doing this, I was like all nerved up. I would run outside. Oh my God, something's attacking them. I made a conclusion. That they were in trouble. And I run out, and what I see is a bunch of chickens, hens specifically, all lined up. And here we are, I'm standing inside as I'm telling you this. They're all lined up and they're yelling at each other. Well, now they're stopping because I'm here, obviously. But they're all lined up. And this whole thing, all this yelling, is not someone's attacking them. It's that they are annoyed with each other because they have 8 boxes in which they can lay eggs. And they like 2 of the 8. The rest of them are, I guess, not prime real estate. But they are all 4 boxes on top of 4 boxes. They are all set up identical. They all have the same hay. They all have the same herbs in them. Yet these chickens argue and yell at each other because they all want the same 2 boxes to lay their eggs in. And I don't understand it myself, but the first time I saw this, I thought, I must be wrong. There must be a snake in the coop. There must be something I'm not seeing. And boom, I look in. Nope, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. And then I realize, well, what else could this mean? Well, it's that they all just like to lay eggs in the same 2 boxes. And if there's a chicken in there laying an egg, they will yell in her face until she hurries up, in which she sits there and ignores them, which I love that she ignores them and doesn't hurry for anybody. She's like, nope, my time, I'll take my time. But that one question I can ask and I can find out what's really going on. It's that they all have their favorites. I can ask a client that question, what else could this mean? And they can explain to me, well, I don't know. Well, let's brainstorm. What else could it mean? What else is something that could be in the person's mind or in your child's mind or in the situation? What else could be showing up? What else is this bringing to the table for you? The question is formulated in a way that allows your brain to take it in and actually say, all right, I already have a conclusion because the word else is in there. So we automatically, as human beings, we go to, what does this mean? And we try to, without even thinking about this is something that's just hardwired into us. It's how our cognitive brain capacity works. We look to draw conclusions quickly so that we can process quickly because our brains are all about speed. Boom, 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 boom. So what else does this mean? Circumvents that. It goes over it. And it says, okay, you've got a conclusion, but think of another conclusion. Think of another conclusion. And it gives your your brain the capacity to use creativity, to use perspective, to use other emotions and come up with different possibilities. And in that, that's where the power comes in for solutions, creativity. It all blossoms. Steve Jobs was great at what else could we do. One of the things that he was so good at doing was asking these other questions that go beyond what we know in the moment to go to the next level up. So this is one of those questions for you to ask yourself. What else could this mean? And help you to see and formulate different perspectives that bring about different possibilities and different conclusions for you to go to, and also help those around you become more creative and yourself to become more creative. Because honestly, the more you put that framework around you, for instance, I paint, and when I paint, I will say, well, what's another way I can do this? So that's a branch off of that question, at least in my mind it is, and then I can try different things, and even though they may fail, I'm far more open to them because it's all about possibility, and then I don't look at it like it's just, okay, it's a failure. No, it's just, I figured out what I didn't like. It's not a failure, I just figured out what I didn't like. So hopefully this resonates with you and you'll be able to use this more and more in your life, because I promise you, the more you use this question, the better you will be at helping yourself and helping those around you to get to what they really want in their life and their focus. So I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.